It is Thursday, July 15th, 2010. I'm Alex Jones, your host. We're going to be taking your phone calls throughout the broadcast today, and Paul Joseph Watson joins us live via video Skype from England to cover the incredible developments as the private planetary banking cartel pushes the planet into a designed depression. And as we go into this tunnel of designed, orchestrated collapse, they intend for us to come out on the other side absolute debt slaves to these criminals and this sadistic, psychopathic ruling class. Now, I have a lot of news here that I want to go over today, but I also want to take your phone calls. But I want to specifically hear from listeners and get your view and your take on my statements yesterday that the elite are definitely intending to bring us into a deep depression. We're already into the beginning stages of it, sliding into it in the last 3 years. Now there are literally hundreds of mainstream news headlines in Europe, Australia, England, Canada, and the United States every day. You just type depression in to Google, click news, hundreds of news stories a day conservatively. As the establishment says, time to dump the greenback. Oh, investors move away from the greenback. The greenback needs to only be part of a basket of that backs up a new global currency. And the answer, of course, is giving the same banks that orchestrated this more power, more control, and paying carbon taxes to them. Do you agree with me that they have fully committed to bringing us into a depression to break our will and make us dependent on the government? Do you have ideas of how to avert this? I believe we must get the word out now about who is behind this. Because if we point out that this is a criminal Ponzi scheme and refuse to go along with the expansion in their takeover, we do have a chance of taking our governments back and bringing these people to justice and trying to get our society back on track. So what are your ideas for solutions? And to get the word out, that's A. And B, do you agree with me that we are entering a collapse that could be Road Warrior-like in its implications? And when I say a collapse is imminent, we're already in a depression, according to every historical yardstick. We've had countless top economists on agreeing with that analysis in the last 3 years, and now there's no doubt of it. The question is, how deep will it get, and will we allow the globalists to use this crisis to fully convert our society into a high-tech, oppressive tyranny? The toll-free number to join us is 1-800-259-9231, 1-800-259-9231. When we come back, I'm going to play a short video that we just produced titled Road Warrior Level Collapse Imminent, where I boil all this down in 6.5 minutes. Then I will get into some of the other news, and then at the 24 after, when we come in live from that break, we will start taking your phone calls for the balance of the hour. And then to continue to discuss this issue will be Paul Joseph Watson in the next hour. We'll also discuss all these different government heads and White House and former White House advisors saying Obama needs a terror attack on the order of 9/11 or at least Oklahoma City so that he can, quote, be seen as a strong leader. Amazing statements by Robert Shapiro and others. And so we'll be chronicling the history of government and media people and CIA operatives and others openly saying that they need terror attacks and how great they are. Of course, we saw a CNN host 2 days ago say similar things. There's no doubt that they are exacerbating the BP oil spill to get more power and control and as a diversion going into the elections. There's no doubt now they're gearing up for war with Iran. There's no doubt we're in a depression and they're exacerbating it every way they can. There's no doubt major police departments nationwide are announcing they're not going to protect people from hardcore crime. The police are being converted purely to tax collectors. And they're telling the public, not only are we going to raise money off of you and raise your taxes and cut services, but we are also going to try to keep you from defending yourselves by curtailing the Second Amendment. It's all coming up on this key Thursday transmission. Stay with us.
Is atrocity.
The answer to 1984 is 1776. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
We're live. It's Thursday, July 15th, 2010, Paul Watson coming up via video link from England to cover the fact that we have more and more government officials saying they need a staged terror attack to get Obama's globalist takeover back on track. And, of course, we have written several articles the last few days at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com dealing with the main issue. Everything else orbits this issue. America stands on the precipice of total collapse. And we're going to be breaking that down today. We're already in a depression. The question is, how deep and how long will it be? It is an orchestrated event to convert us to total serfdom. We have another article that we posted at Infowars.com last night, written by myself and Aaron Dykes, with a key 6.5-minute video press release, emergency warning, titled Road Warrior Level Collapse Imminent. And in the scale of society, a year is the twinkling of an eye. Alex Jones says we must take corrective action now. Collapse is imminent. The globalists have gone from denying that they've orchestrated a collapse to now trying to fearmonger everyone into giving them even more power out of the collapse that they've orchestrated. So I want to play this video clip. Then we're going to get into study. Attack on Iran would start long war. Major respected study. We've also got reports cap and trade bill will be part of Senate climate bill. They're set to pass the banking takeover bill, the Federal Reserve dictatorship over all financial activities, the entire economy. That's Ron Paul's words and Judge Andrew Napolitano's words, not just mine. This is hardcore serious. Also, the Justice Department is suing Arizona, but saying they're not going to sue 800-plus sanctuary cities that refuse to arrest illegal aliens even when they commit crimes. That's what the government likes, because they are allied with all criminals. That's why this criminal government is now announcing everywhere that they're not going to protect you from robbery and from looting and from grand theft auto, because the police are being converted publicly to 100% tax collectors and to crack the heads of blood bags, that's citizens, blood suppliers, for the parasite system. This is a total conversion to pure evil that is happening right now, and they mean to break our will through the depression we're now entering. We've been into depression for a while, but they're publicly now bringing us into deep depression. So this hydra of the New World Order, this giant squid of tyranny, is dragging us to the bottom of the icy depths of despotism. Their open announcements of a planetary government and a worldwide one-child policy are being trumpeted. Everything we've discussed is unfolding. So we have a fighting chance, because many patriots for decades understood what was happening and warned their fellow humans, their fellow citizens. And because of that, because of your courage, we have a fighting chance now, but only a fighting chance. We can gain the advantage if you accelerate the amount of information you're getting out to everyone you know. The video you just watched is titled Road Warrior Level Collapse Imminent. It is vital that everyone see it today. Please send it out to your email list, your MySpace, your Facebook, YouTube, other sites. We need millions and millions of people to read the article by myself and Aaron Dykes and to watch that video that we produced for you to be able to crystallize what we face as a society. We're going to come back and take calls for the balance of the hour. Then, with Paul Joseph Watson, huge news blitz, and all of these key issues being broken down subject by subject in the second hour and the third hour, wide open phones and continue news and analysis. It's all coming up straight ahead right here on the GCN Radio Network. Don't forget the GCN website, GCNlive.com.